Alrighty. Okay then, and good evening. Hello. We are live now, just having a chat, and we've got Shadow Marvel. So we've got myself using First Order, and we've got him using some Rebels. So I am trying out a new list here. I've been wanting to get Carlo to work since I loved him in first edition. My opponent will get the initiative here because this is running on 200. I'm curious to see how well this is going to work. I've got a couple of versions of this list, but I really wanted to try out Tavson because a lot of people have been telling me he's good. So I'm going a lot lighter on Kylo and Quick Draw than I normally would. And yeah, we're going to go with Tavson here, so we'll see what that goes. And you can see there that Shadow Marvel is running a Wedge, Lando and Grey Squadron there. So what we've got is we have some pretty action efficient rebels here. Lando obviously gives them, give me a second, let me get some asteroids out. I'm getting used to using the debris tokens at the moment. For those of you that haven't been aware of the mining guild ties, yeah, there's going to be a lot of those. So give me 2 secs just to share the stream. We will dump, we're using a big fat shuttle, so I kind of want it messy for Kylo, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rocks out of the way on my corners. I'm going to put them like there so that Tavson can blast past them fairly quickly. Then we'll go from there. Right, let me just get this. Yeah, let me just get this sorted. So first of all, let me just check that I'm actually streaming. Let me just check my channel. Is it working? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, it's working. It's on there. Everything is fine. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. So I'm gonna get his rocks out the way. He's gonna get my rocks out the way, and we will go from there. For some reason, I am not right. Oh, whoops! That's because they got my name wrong. Pro tip: don't do your stream name from memory. Don't do your stream name from memory because otherwise you get it wrong. There we go. Save. I'm a moron. It's official. So there we go. So just getting the rocks done. Give me 2 ticks to get everything set up completely. And then we will go from there. So now we've got that all sorted, we can chuck it in all of the X-Wing groups and everything is fine. I appreciate Shadow for being patient here, just while I get all of these things. I can only do this once I start streaming, so I did accidentally set 2. There we go. So yeah, let's just get all these posted. So we've done all the UK ones. Let's get Sweden, because Sweden has the most Nordics in it. So you get most of the Nordic countries. And there are post-monarchs. So just while I'm doing this, well, let's just break down the more interesting aspects of my list, and then we'll wander in my opponents here. So if we're having a look at what I've tried to do and I've tried to put together this list, I have a hammer and I have an endgame ace. The hammer is Tavson and Quick Draw. They roll in, they do a hell of a lot of damage to something, like ridiculous amounts, and then they hopefully, I don't actually want that there. No, let's do that. So my thinking here is that actually if I put a rock in the middle as like a sort of a merry-go-round, the Lando enjoys that a lot more than I do, so I don't want that. So yeah, this list is built around essentially just doing as much damage as possible really fast with Tavson and Quick Draw. Obviously they have their bonuses which allows them to make the most of getting shot at, so if my opponent's trading with them, that's good news for me. And then Kylo then does end games and just basically runs around being a colossal pain and is impossible to kill. So that's the idea. That's the idea. We'll see if that works. I mean, yeah, this is first time I've used this. Obviously I've used Kylo quite a lot in the past, so let's see where we go. And let's put down Tavson. Right. Now the way that I've set up these asteroids, I have quite a few options for Tavson. If the Y-wing is there, I can set up my shuttle over on this side and it allows me to go there. What I don't like doing is I don't like setting up Tavson. I don't like setting up big ships straight. It makes it very obvious. So I've edited it slightly, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. So that's me. That's Tavson down. We've got Lando next. Just thought he was 4. My bad. So Kylo's going to go next. Then Kylo is going to go in a bit of a stalling position. Basically, that means that yeah, this is going to be interesting because as Shadow is just saying in chat, which you guys can't see, that no one's used to the Falcon. It's a really interesting ship. So now that I've broken down my list, let's have a look at Shadows and let's see what we think of it. So I like doing this because it gives you an idea of what you guys might want to be looking for immediately when you look at a opponent's build. Think, okay, so what are the problems here? What do I need to watch out for? So immediately I'm going to pay attention to the easiest ship first, and that's Wedge. Wedge is very simple. He doesn't have any upgrades. He's just a pain in the butt. He's really efficient. So with Wedge doing Wedge things, he is going to cause a colossal amount of pain to quick draw. He's going to be really annoying in terms of getting rid of all my shields very quickly. So I don't want to leave him alive for that long. Then when you have a look at Lando is going to be giving Wedge actions basically, which makes him even more frustratingly annoying. So Lando does blue move every turn, and Wedge has a focus and target lock with which to abuse my ships, which is not ideal. It's not ideal at all. Then we just have the annoying little Y-wing, which is kind of a distraction, but pretty good distraction. It's a shame that he can't put any form of veteran turret gunner on the Y-wing. I really like the veteran turret gunner. It's very good. It's just generally turns the Y-wing for, what is it? With the veteran turret gunner, it's 41 points with your iron cannon turret and the veteran turret gunner, which is probably the most efficient jouster. It's really good. It's really good. And terrifying at the same time. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't have any system phase. I don't think any of this has any system phase. I'm curious to see how I hate Kylo. I've gone fairly light on quick draw, but I've got a hate on Kylo. So I'm curious to see. Oh, I actually need to board my dial. There we go. I'm curious to see how this goes with hate on Kylo. It's going to be quite a curious game. Now the final part of this game that is really important to mention is the gunner that we have on Lando. And when we started playing this game, when we started playing 2.0, everyone thought, nah, we are never, ever, ever going to see... 1 second. So I'm going to coordinate on Kylo. We're going to get him to boost down to the right, so that it just gives me a bit of distance for later. That's the thing I love about the Epsilons. They can coordinate things. It's really nice. You can mess with everything. So, yeah, Luke Gunner. Who thought we'd see that in the list? But on Lando, I mean, if Lando gets the end game, and this is the big issue here, you want to kill Wedge quickly. But if you kill Wedge quickly, then you leave Lando into the end game, and this Lando can rotate his arc for free, take a focus and a target lock every single turn. There is no amount of arc dodging that is going to save Kylo with that accuracy of shots coming in. Auto thrusters don't exist anymore. So yeah, I really like this list. I mean, admittedly it just folds to a swarm. Like, you put a TIE swarm in front of this and Lando is very, very sad. But yeah, you can get away with killing aces with it. So quick draw will... Quick draw is quite happy to take the long way around. With this build on quick draw, I've got a fair amount of efficiency, but not as much as I'd like. The full version of this has elusive and shield upgrade and pattern analyzer, which is really nice for survivability, but doesn't actually improve your damage output all that much. And really, in this list, quick draw is there just to hit things. That's what you want. So I've no idea if Ola and De Boer are watching, but hey guys, good to see you. Hopefully you guys are watching and listening to my idle chatter, as well as watching in the Vassal window. Good to see you guys. So just looking at that, my thoughts on Kylo in V2, he's an interesting beast. Losing auto thrusters hurts him. Like, yeah, it's a huge upgrade. Auto thrusters is, in my mind, it was the start of the spiral in first edition towards everything being horrendously broken. It's what caused it all to happen. When you put him in 2.0, he's actually pretty good. Force points, no one really understands how good force points are. No one knows, like, how they're costed, if you like. And I think they're actually costed pretty well on most things, but on Kylo with the points decreases, I'm really curious to see how just a naked Kylo works, because at 76 points, 79 with hate, he's cheaper than he was before all the points upgrades happened by 3 points still. Oh yeah, I haven't set timer. Let's do that. That seems important. Faster games normally go a little bit longer, so tell you what, let's edit the timer. Let's put it at 70 minutes because I'm time wasting, and this one could actually go to time. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Kylo in V2. I think that he is an end game monster. He's more maneuverable than he is in V1 because he can do a boost beforehand and then a barrel roll afterwards, or vice versa. Focus that. And then Kylo, I keep on forgetting that he has to move first. I think we're going to try and bait him. Let's try and bait him. Yep, there we go. So Kylo going down there gives him the choice. He knows that Kylo's going to go there. How quickly is he going to go? If he boosts here, I'm in trouble. Which he might. Yeah, you can see he's thinking about it. So the thing is here, what I've done is I've allowed Towson and Quick Draw to... Okay. Yeah, there we go. So he's taken the bait. Kylo's going to have to work hard to get out of this one. He's going to have to work very hard. But I reckon he can do it. Hard one barrel roll. Take a focus. Sorry, with supernatural reflexes, he's more removable. But yeah, this card is pretty good. This card is pretty good. Okay, quick draw. We'll come around the corner. For those of you that noticed, I did the new shortcut there for changing my dials and other such things. That means that I can essentially I automatically reveal the dial, which is really, really nice. Now the question is, where does quick draw want to go? I think actually he stays there because it leaves him a 3-bank open. If I go up to there, my 3-bank. Nah. See, I actually put him further away. So yeah, I think a 3-bank is fine for next turn. This is the thing. So from there to there. I don't want to risk it. I'm going to barrel roll just in case. And then I know my 3-bank will fit. And I can roll in into the side. Now, if that's a 4 forwards from wedge, which it might be, I might be in trouble. What you got, vegetable? Ah, that's fine. That's fine. So, this now allows me to attempt to block Lando, which I don't think I'm going to manage. I don't think I'm going to manage. Let's see if he barrel rolls. What wedge does here really depends on what Kylo does next turn. If I keep long range, I'm probably going to end up trading, just straight up trading with Lando here. But if I can keep him occupied for long enough, then I can hopefully just get a bit of damage to the Falcon. With Luke on the Falcon, he doesn't have that many defensive mods. He can take an evade token. So if I was him, I would take an evade token. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to hard 3 barrel roll with a focus token, and hopefully he will start to go around the edge of me. Alternatively, I could just hard 1 and keep range because I'm not sure where wedge is going to go. The bait has obviously worked, but has it cost me too much on Kylo? So now that I've committed him into that corner, I now go in hard. I can get some pretty good shots here if wedge comes up properly. So if I do now here's the question. So I can do a hard 2 with the shuttle. Shuttle comes down there, or I can do a 2-bank with the shuttle and just tank. I think that's the better decision. Quick draw continues to do that. Tavson. So if the shuttle goes short, he can still get shots on the Y-wing over there, and that's absolutely fine. Now I need to decide what to do with Kylo. So my ship screaming the side. Here, I think I end up. If wedge is anywhere near, then I'm going to try and shoot wedge. Just get him off the board as quickly as possible. Kylo can mess around in the end game and kill that Y-wing. The Y-wing is not the threat. The threat here is downing these two as quickly as humanly possible. So 2-bank, that'll be fine. May even open me up a 1-bank next turn onto wedge. If the Y-wing thinks it's a good idea to shoot Tavson, then he gets target locks for free for next turn. Quick draw is going to come in and barrel roll, leaving himself a 5 forward open because the TIE SF now has that, which is the best move. And Kylo has no idea where he's going to go. I just have to play the guessing game here because I expect there's a 1-bank coming in here. There's a 1 forward. I can see wedge being 1-bank from the Wookiee, wedge boosts and then does a hard 3. So, and if, yeah, I think he's in a hard 2 because he can then barrel roll him and go in there, Oh, that's so nice. So actually, I want to be sitting like there's a little hole here that if I can get into it, but then if I sit there, then he just doesn't do. So yeah, I keep range. Staying at long range is the best option because I can't dodge wedge. But what I can do is I can stay at range 3 and just hope that he hasn't gone completely balls out and gone for the boost 3 bank. Because if he has, I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble. Okay, let's hope that Kylo is as tanky as he looks. Right, see what you got. Let's see what you got. So, just been messaged by the 17th best player in Iceland, otherwise known as Cormac Higgins, who is genuinely good. Best Irishman to go to Worlds. Who knew? But yeah, he is probably going to play me later if I have time. Would be good. Also, for those of you who are new to Vassal and new to all of this stuff and are curious, I am going to be running soon and uploading a video on how to play on Vassal. Not specifically, hey Christopher, good to see you. Specifically for how to play Vassal tournaments. So I know a lot of people are, there we go, perfect. Right, I think, so the issue that I've got here, I could take a target lock on wedge, and target lock is a little bit more reliable than the focus, but if I do that, wedge might be out of range, so actually I'm going to take the focus just in case, and I'm still going to get shots on the Y-wing, and also I'm at range 3, so the Y-wing can't shoot me back, which is grand. Now, Kylo does one of those. I'm gonna, normally I would take, if I'm being aggressive, I would take a target lock, but I don't want to be too aggressive, and I might need the focus for defensive roles, so I'm going to do that. Thank you very much for the follow, always good to see. Hey, OCX as well, great to see you guys. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, 2 bank, yep, that's apparently blue. Well, on the plus side, we know that wedge probably wasn't doing a hard 2 left, so looks like I put Kylo in. I'm not sure I put him in a city position. If I'd done the hard 3 and rolls, meh, wouldn't have been awful, but would have given me problems next turn because I can't turn into Lando. So what he's doing now is he's using Luke on the offense. He's, oh, okay. So he's using Lando on himself. That seems like that's a mistake. If that was me, I would have spent Lando's action to put a focus on Wedge, and then Wedge can then take his own target lock, so Lando and Wedge get double mods. I feel like you're not getting the most out of Lando there. Of course, if he's watching me, then I've just called him an idiot on stream. Nah, you're not an idiot, you just need to learn to action better. Right, Quick Draw isn't going to be able to get a shot, so can we do anything? I'll just check for a target lock on the Y-wing, because why not? I know I'm out of range, but going somewhere else doesn't actually gain me anything this turn. So, yeah, Mars out. So, Quick Draw gets target lock on the rock. Because why wouldn't I? Oh, no, that one Wedge has to move. Ah, see, that's nice. That's nice. So this is the reason why I didn't go down here, because Wedge would have got a shot at me anyway. Right now, I get asteroid protection from our friendly neighborhood X-Wing. And I know next turn that he's going to have to use Wedge to barrel roll, Lando to barrel roll Wedge. So that's quite nice. So I know exactly where he's going next turn, basically. I think Wedge will dial in a K turn next turn. That would be my bet. Okay, on to this turn, because that's more important. Quick Draw is out, so Wedge first. And if he gets aggressive, he's going to spend his focus on offense, which is great for me, because that means I believe I might be in range with Tavson, which would be amazing. So So I still get 3 green dice here. I'm not in a terrible position. Say hello to the dice window. Yeah. Now, this is why you should have had a target lock. Cool. Kylo is not scared of your wedge. Also, did he check the arc? Yeah, he did. It is range 3. Okay. I don't like wedge. So, I don't think that Towson has wedge. If I had wedge, then I would shoot wedge. But I don't think I have access to wedge, so I'm going to shoot Lando because I'm going to do more damage. And I might get him to spend his focus defensively. It's unlikely I'm going to do any damage to wedge at long range because he still has his focus, he doesn't mind spending it. Averages say he gets a evade and an eyeball, I get 2, maybe 3. So here it would be unlikely I'd done any damage there, whereas I sink one into Lando. Lando gets a shot back at me. This may do a damage because he should get 3 hits. It comes down to my dice variance, whether I get... Oh, I could have spent it. There we go. Spend the focus. And this is why we keep the focus. So I got out of trouble there, but that was because Kylo was fairly happy with sitting back. Right, Tavson, have we got wedge? Oh, we do have wedge. Yeah, I'm going to shoot wedge here. Maybe I should have shot him with Kylo as well, but let's shoot wedge. See, Shadow's saying it's a bad engagement. I don't think it is. I just think his wedge is in slightly the wrong place. I would have advanced boosted him and then done the hard 2. But yeah, that'll do. 3 hits into wedge. Let's see what he's got. He's probably going to dodge everything here because reasons. I'll be happy with a shield if I'm honest. There we go. That's a shield. Yeah, it wasn't terrible because I'm used to doing supernaturals all the time because I use Kylo a lot. I would have advanced boosted wedge there, then done the hard 2. Because no matter where Kylo went, I could have either chosen to boost him or not, and then yeah, that would have been fine. Now the question is, do we block Lando? Because there's a lot of ways that I can block him. If I miss the block, wedge ruins me. So 3 forwards and a barrel roll puts me there. I block the 2 bank. I block the 2 forwards. And then he has a choice. Either he boosts Lando over the top of the head. And also if I do a 3 bank there, I block the 4K from Vegetable. Which is good for me. Right, this is the turn that Quick Draw and Tavson do all the heavy lifting. He's taken the bait. Let's see what we can do with this monkey, shall we? This is what you call getting aggressive with an Upsilon. Now, actually, the question is, how aggressive do I get with the Upsilon? Because if I do a 3 bank, I've put myself in the corner, and I'm not getting out of it for a while. I feel like I do the 2 bank. The problem is, if I do a 2 bank, then Quick Draw doesn't get as much clearance. Quick Draw needs to get involved. He needs to be in the game. The 3 bank puts me there. Yeah, we do the 2, I think. I don't mind shooting at long range with Tavson. Now the question is, where do we then put Quick Draw? Let's do Quick Draw later, let's do Kylo. Always activate your ships in the order they move. It will stop you from getting bumps. Because then you're thinking about where things are going to be. You've already thought about Tavson, you know he's going to be there. Therefore you don't 2 bank Kylo up here and expect him to be able to escape. I think a 2 bank and a boost risks him going straight over the top of me. I think he's going to try and do wedge. If it was me, I would one bank down this way and then turn my arc, or just let Luke turn my arc. Can I stop the one bank? The one bank's going to be there. 3 forwards and roll. It's close. Should be fine. 3 forwards and roll backwards. That should catch the 3 bank. The 2 will put me there, which won't catch the 1 bank. 3 might have wedge go over the top of me. If he really wants to, he can boost wedge to K-turn over the top of me, but then he has to close his foils, and he might be in the way if he's blocked. So I think that's the best option. Of course, he managed to do a full forward and shoot Kylo, but c'est la vie. If I get outplayed, I get outplayed. I've still got a very angry Tavson up his backside. The key here is making wedge pay for any damage he puts on Kylo, because Kylo will survive a few turns of being shot at, whereas wedge can only take a certain amount right now. So Tavson's there. Quick draw, does he do a bank or does he do a... What does he do? So 3 bank puts him there, which makes his range there. 4 forwards and then a roll puts him there, which is further forward and in the right position. So I think we can do the 4 and just hopefully we'll get good shots. Can't do the 5 because it'll crash straight into the back of Tavson. 3 is there, 4 is there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Right then. Yeah, I like Shadow's build, but I don't like Luke. Luke is too expensive for what you get from him. If you put... I mean, you could get you could get Thane instead of that Grey Squadron. You could just get a second really good X-Wing. And that would really help. Because the Grey Squadron is nice, but it's just not... It's not that scary. It's just not that scary. Right. Toot toot. Incoming bomber. So Tavson I think is again going to focus, because we don't know who we're going to end up shooting here. Fairly sure the quick draw's fine and he hasn't crashed into the back of him. Kylo goes there. Then he is going to focus and barrel roll backwards to try and get in the way of things. That should block pretty much everything, and hopefully, no matter where wedge has gone, it should get shots on him. Maybe, probably. There we go. We caught him, lads. Oh, I've missed Kylo. For those of you... Oh, sorry, I ignored you, Polly. Would love to hear your thoughts on running 200 points when you have an i5 and i6. Hey, thanks, Resolver. I see you watching my games, Obviously. It's nice to see you're following as well. So, in argument to whether or not I need a bid when I'm running on 200, I've considered it, but actually, as you can see here, Kylo is just as effective as a blocker as he is running afterwards. I mean, obviously he's a colossal pain. If he's running after things, then they're in a really bad way. But, right, quick draw. Toot, toot, please don't crash. Haha. Okay, I think at this point, I can freely take a target lock onto Chewie. Onto Lando, sorry. I want target locks. I can just leave my target lock on Lando. Yeah. Because I've got the fire control system here, I can leave that lock on Lando and focus every single turn now. And I'm going to be shooting him for a long time. If Lando decides to shoot quick draw is going to get another shot back at Lando. If he shoots Tavson, before he shoots, Tavson gets another action, which is why I've taken the focus, because I can take the lock as my action. Oh, I like this. I like this list. It's getting me excited. Oh, wow. See, I just need to check Lando's ability. Is it when you fully complete a move? In which case that play might be better than I thought. Oh wow, fully executes. Yeah, if you block Lando, stops him from doing things. So it was clear that what he was going to do is he was going to barrel roll, but I caught Lando. Yeah, I agree with that, Cormac. The bids are getting silly. If you're not bidding by at least 10 points, then what's the point? You might as well spend your points. And Hate on Kylo is a really nice upgrade. Quick Draw needs the points. Oh wow, so he has also spotted the fact that if he does any damage to me, it's bad for him, so he's not going to use Luke. He wouldn't do enough damage to make it worthwhile. So with Wedge being out of the fight for a little while now, I'm just going to see if I can put as much damage into Lando as possible. He's a real pain if you leave him unchecked. So 3v2. He's got Luke for defense. Oh wow. So fire control system reroll does 2 shields. Okay. Tafson is next. So 4v1. Yeah, he's not having a good time right now. I've trapped him in a corner. Yeah. I mean, this is the amount of damage that I'm just about to put into Lando here for 0 in return is pretty hard to come back from. I mean, that's all of his shield's gone and I've taken nothing back. And yeah, Wedge is in a really bad spot. I've got a really easy one bank in R2 for next turn. If the Y-Wing does... I mean, who's the Y-Wing going to shoot here? He doesn't have a good option. Yeah, I agree. It's very hard to compete with the T-70 bids and the Imperial bids. Two-ship rebels are bidding super low. Yeah, two-ship rebels. So Luke and I know that Cormac has been flying Luke and Han, which you may see later. I'm not sure how feisty Cormac is going to be getting on the stream, but that might be one that you'll see later. So I'll just move that chat so you can see it properly. There we go. That's better. Yep. So that might be an option. Two-ship rebel builds are a little bit scary. Oh, he's shooting quick draw. He wants to get irons. I can see why. I would also shoot quick draw here, I think. Right. I need a squiggle. That is not a squiggle. Uh-oh. Shield and ion. Interesting. So, only one shield because it's an ion, but we do take an ion token, and I'm going to shoot Lando again. Because, yeah, that seems sensible. Oh, man. That's some pretty hot reds. He shouldn't have shot quick draw. No. Luke and Wedge? Really? I mean, I know that you can fly it, but that seems ambitious. Especially when there's 3 T-70s running around with with a like 13-point bid. I feel like Poe is just gonna nuke Luke out of the sky. I mean, yeah, you've got Super Luke, but it's got to be a big ship, and a Luke. I think that's the main one. It's pretty scary. Right, so that makes it interesting because quick draw is going well forwards. I mean, I've got the barrel roll. I can see Oh yeah, of course it's Super Luke. Like, if you're going 2-ship list, why wouldn't you put Supernaturals on Luke? You have to keep him alive. I saw, for those of you that are up with the UK meta, I saw Rasta Mace just before the points upgrades came out. He was flying Supernatural Vader with Advanced Sensors Rexler. That is impossible to catch. It's a colossal pain in the ass. But, and it's a big but, a bit like the shuttle, with all of the changes to the new upgrades, I'm not sure that will be working that well. I mean, this is the thing, right? If we know from 1.0 that if you've got 2 incredibly maneuverable ships, you can make it work. But can you make it work with no auto thrusters against an 8-ship TIE Swarm? I'm unsure. I am quite unsure. Because TIE fighters are gonna be big. Right. I think our friendly neighborhood Batman is coming in for a block. So if that Y-Wing comes in with a hard 2, I stop, quick draw, crash into the back, and we just murder the Y-Wing. I think that is the correct call. Because I don't think there's any way I don't get blocked here. Probably not. I mean, if I was him, I would 1-bank the Y-Wing into that place. So I suppose a 2-bank from Tavson would clear. No, it'll never get past. The only issue is I do want to get further forwards because I want to be able to turn around that rock next turn. Interestingly enough, maybe I should have put the debris fields over here. Yeah, we'll see. Let's play for the stop. I don't think he's going to get that far with Lando. I don't think he can get around me. Because he can go there and then boost and still get shot. So quick draw is just going to crash. That's fine. Kylo just wants to not be anywhere that is there. So let's do that. Alright, yep, there we go. Time to make a Y-Wing sad. Now the question is, am I going to be able to shoot it with quick draw? I think so. Should be able to. Not going to get any mods, but if he decides to ionize quick draw again, then he's going to get double tapped, so that's fine. Yeah, that's true, Resolver. I think if the thing that I don't consider there is the double proton torpedo coming in. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so stop. Surprise. I'm a shuttle. I do what I want. Yeah. That's an unhappy Y-Wing. Kylo says, nope, 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 nope. Focus boost. Ready to explode a Y-Wing on the next turn. Bearing in mind, sorry, I should really update those points as well. What crit did he take on Lando? Ah, weapons failure. Lovely. Let's update the points because Lando is damaged. Very, very damaged. So I got half points. He has a weapons failure. And probably can't boost around the corner. So he's going to get shot again. So oops. I did something. I'm not sure what I did. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, so he's fixing the crit. He's just wanting to do as much damage as possible with Lando before he dies. Okay. So for those of you that are wondering, Cormac is playing the annoying resistance bomber. In which case I'm very curious to get a game against him. See if we can slide it in after here. If you guys are up for 2 games, that'd be good. So he gets an action, then he does his blue action as well. Interestingly enough, I'm not sure. Let's just check Lando's card. Lando says, oh nice, just choose a ship. So yeah, they can perform any action. Because coordinate is only things on action bars. I mean, he's saying that he should have focused, but he's got Luke, so he's going to get a focus target lock shot. Oh no, because he's going to move it. I think it's better. I think it's better. Right, quick draw just does 1 forwards. And crashes. He should get a shot at the Y-Wing. Y-Wing is going to have a very bad time. Unless Towson just decides to shoot at Lando. Now the annoyance here is that because Towson has stopped, I'm not going to get actions. So Wedge is just off. He is off into the distance. Yeah. I really do think that this naked shuttle is legit. It's really strong. Yeah, Luke is crazy expensive. He really is. He's just not worth it. I like him, but nah. Okay. Pew pew pew. So quick draw is going to shoot the Y. Yep. Range 2. 3 dice with no mods. 2 hits. Quick draw has been above average this game. And he is keeping that focus. Okay. And Lando. I missed the original quick draw. Fire control and expertise was broken. So broken. This one does pretty well though, with Fanatical on board and the new fire. Oh, hello. Looks like quick draws going 1 forwards again. Oh, that was Lando. Ah. Well, quick draw can't roll evade dice. Hey, I get 1. Perfect amount of dice. If I get this right, Y-Wing is going to die. And when I say get this right, I mean get ridiculously lucky, because that's how this works. Nope. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I have no mods and 8 dice to do 6 hull. I think that's fair enough. Alright then, I think we carry on killing Lando. Because he's annoying. Oh! That's... yeah. Okay, fair enough. I don't have mods. But you can still complain. Cool, let's see the Y-Wing Ionos quick draw again. There he goes. Ah, oh, god damn it. Oh well, shield's out. And that's half on quick draw. Interestingly enough, let's see what points that makes. Yeah, not terrible. Not terrible. Right. If this was a timed game, I probably should have made sure I got half on... Nah, it's not close. It's definitely not close. Once I down Lando, I should have just murdered the Y-Wing there. Wouldn't have made any difference though, because I still think killing Lando was the correct choice, because I can pick on the Y-Wing later. So, let's see. Now the interesting thing is that he's forgotten that quick draw can shoot out the buttocks, which I'm going to leverage. Now, also frustratingly, the shuttle can only do 2 banks as green moves. So we'll see where Mr. Y-Wing goes. I expect the Y-Wing to do a hard 2. I think I just go ahead and try and remove the Y-Wing from the table this turn. I've got Fanatical active, so remove the target lock, just kill it. Seems like a sensible thing to do. Need to remember that wedge is on that and the Y-Wing's on that. There we go. Let's see what you got. If I'm ionized, like, oh, damn it. He's right as well. That is an action that you cannot do. It's almost as if Fantasy Flight thought about this and thought about things that were sensible. Now I'm hoping I'm not just going to fly Tavson off the board here. I'm reasonably sure he's going to have space for a hard 2 next turn. Everything should be fine. Right. So Tavson does one of those and he is... so what you didn't think about, Christopher, is that I can use Tavson to flip-de-flop Quick Draw's thing and then take a focus with him. Because 1-4 to be there, so I can shoot at wedge. So that's in range 2. Oops. Because I haven't done the iron move yet, so I can still do it. So I can lock into wedge, flip the arc, and then I can take a focus as my action. So, so there. Also, Chris keeps on reminding me about things that I can't do on my stream, which is both useful and annoying. Alright. So, who do we murder here? I kind of want to kill the Y, but also wedge is so much more of a target. So, focus boost. Actually, I'm going to focus and target lock into the Y. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. One sec. Let's make sure I do things in the correct order. It's not push the limit anymore. I've got a target lock first, and I might not have been in range of the target lock, so I'm just being careful. So, there we go. Sorted. Ooh, hello. I wasn't expecting to get a shot. I might actually get a shot. I don't think I do, but I might get a shot on the Falcon. He's going to give me free target locks if he carries on doing this, which is lovely. Ooh, new FFG article. I will read that in a bit. Okay, so let's see. We do a 1 forwards and we focus because we have to. But I'm now pointing in the right direction with a target lock, so Yeah, we get shots into vegetable. Quick draw's going down this turn. But hopefully I can do some damage to wedge. Oh yeah, he took a damage to the rock, so he's taking a second shield. So it's likely that quick draw is going to be able to get half points on wedge here, because he has a focus from fanatical, he's got a focus for defense, and he's got a target lock. So hopefully, let's just make sure that all the crits are updated, because we don't have weapons failure. We can get half points here. Okay. Pew. Damn. That's quite frustrating. Can I get him to spend his focus at least? Probably not. Yeah, well. That makes me feel better in a way. Not really. Hey, thanks for the subs. You're a wonderful person. Fair enough. That does make me feel better. Have at the useless shots. Right. Into Mr. Y-Wing. Ah, Carlo can shoot. Take that, Y-Wing. Half points on the Y-Wing. That means I can nail these quick draw and still be up in points. Fantastic. I can do math, me. Hey, go Nick as well. Sorry, I missed you there. Good to see you on. Hey, 24 viewers, we're doing well. Hi, peoples. Good evening to you. 3 out of 3. That's a sad Lando. Good thing he has target lock. Ooh, ouch. Stop it. Stop that. Stop that. Right, 3 dice. Quick draw says, I care not for your puny efforts. That means that you can't kill me. Wahaha. Let's see what we have. Tavison probably is out. Yeah, he's out. So, after saying that the Y-Wing isn't actually that scary, he's pretty much killed quick draw on his own here, because immobilizing quick draw has meant he's died, so I suppose your overconfidence is your weakness. Have you read our squadron motto? Oh my, wow. I'm really glad that's an ion. Right then, so I'm just gonna so I'm gonna post a little clip to you. I don't know if any of you played Rogue Squadron. There's a brilliant soundbite of right at the end of one of the missions on Rogue Squadron, where one of the Imperial Aces is generally complaining about being ionized by a Y-Wing. So let's see. Here we go. So I'm just going to turn the sound on so you can hear this. Give me 2 secs. Right, stream. Computer sound is unmuted.
It's stupid. Anyway, because that's a nice little cutscene.
Like shooting Y-Wings, do ya? Here's a little message from Squadron. This is Lieutenant Jason Moore of the Imperial 128th Unidentified Y-Wing. Are you quite done? My vehicle has been disabled for a good 2 minutes now.
This is funny.
And appropriate.
Consider yourself a prisoner of the Rebel Alliance.
There we go. So, you know, it's appropriate. Get yourselves a little bit of Star Wars lore, and if you've never played the Rogue Squadron games, go play them. They're amazing. You can get them on GOG for like £2 or £3 right now. Get yourself a joystick, enjoy some old-fashioned games. They're actually quite hard. I went and played through it recently, and it's nice to die on a game. Like you get about halfway through, and then you realise, oh, actually 3 lives is not enough. At some point, I may take myself in there and do a sort of a clean version, if you like. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, basically you're not allowed to die. Do a no deaths version, and then I'll get to Sullust and rage quit because, yeah, agreed. If any of you have played Rogue Squadron, oh my god, play the Sullust mission and try to make it without dying once. I think I wasted about 2 days of my life attempting to do that. It's really, really good, but oh god, is it hard. Same thing with the TIE Fighter and X-Wing games. Probably a lot more of you have done those in your X-Wing or gaming careers. Those things are really good games. Now the question here is, do I just joust? Kylo's got a lot of health right now. I can out-joust Wedge and just punch him straight in the nose. The problem that I've got is I can't out-joust Lando. I really cannot out-joust Lando. However, I might be able to out-joust Lando. Basically, if I accept quick draw as dying this turn, I can dodge past the Y-Wing and get the kill shot on Lando. Because a 5 forwards target lock barrel roll will put me exactly where I need to be. And then Tavson can finish the job. Because that Y-Wing is not going to be there. He's gonna do a hard 2. So I reckon I can dodge the Y-Wing's arc. Or is the boost better? Is the 4 in the boost? So 4 there. No, I don't. So I don't have 3 bank anymore. I think 5 barrel roll. Let's try that. I'm gonna try and be sneaky. Hey Nick, good to see you. Right, let's see what we got. Tavson is getting himself back into the fight. See, so this is the other thing, because the other version of this list has proton torpedoes and Kylo. And instead of Tavson, it has Scorch and a lot of toys on quick draw. There's a hard 2. Yeah, I'm curious to see where this one goes. 5 A-Wings plus AV5. So on my list to try is Poe and 4 A-Wings. If we're talking resistance here, so they have the rear arcs. See, people are playing 2-ship lists. I feel like I should try it now, because it's basically my old Han and Jake, and it make me happy. But also, 2-ship list in a swarm meta seems ill-advised. Right, Lando has literally nowhere he can go to avoid Tavson. So is that the Han and Luke, or is that the A-Wings? See you, Nick. Good to see you. Hashtag humble brag. Get out of here. Come on my stream. Saying that you won things. That's fine. Good to see you. Right. Let's do the nonsense play with Kylo here. Now I would have gone for the full-on nonsense, but I think we're going to do partial nonsense because I really don't want to get ionized on Kylo, so we're going to do one of those. And then we're going to boost. Hi there! So we don't get shot by the Y-Wing. He. Han and Luke, good to know. Good to know. Oh, hi Lando. Looks like we're jousting. This is going to hurt, like, quite a lot. But I think it's worth it to get Lando off the table. Oh, he's got an evade token. That's not fun. So with Tavson shooting him at range 1, Quick Draw is going to get a shot as well. I think we're going to put some decent damage into him. I'm confident that a damaged Kylo and Tavson can kill Wedge at the end, or at least have enough points left to solo it. So quick draw just does 1 forwards, and he's already got a target lock on wedge, so I can only focus. So I'm going to do that. Get rid of all those iron tokens. If wedge comes to the close range, then I take a shot on wedge. If not, then I shoot at Lando. Just try and strip that evade token. Oh, that's range 1. Hello, wedge. Looks like you're getting shot. Might as well do some damage before I die. Okay. Pew pew pew. Three versus 2. Fanatical says that's a hit. I like Fanatical. It's a great little upgrade. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Good boy, quick draw. You made your money back. That will do very nicely. Oh, he's getting cocky. Return kill. Yeah, to be fair. Wedge, wedge with a focus lock. Oh my god. Ow. Wedge looks super cool. Flies through the explosion like the boss that he is. And yeah, that goes boom. That's fine. Quick draw died in the movies. Right, range 1 Orlando. Hopefully we're not going to take too much back. Ugh. I am actually going to spend a force point here because I'm going to get one back likely from hate. So get him to spend the evade. Oh yeah, he gets rerolls. Ooh, that's nasty. I like Jin. I suppose it's a good way of getting focus evade. So question for you then, Nick. Would you take Lando instead of Han? Just for the sheer efficiency. See, he's saying it was unlucky, which it was, but then I was unlucky to only get 2 symbols. Because average dice says I should get 3 hits. So averages out. And also, he now gets the focus for the shot on Kylo, which is probably better for him. I think engine upgrade is a must if you're going to be flying Falcon in a 2-ship list. You have to have engine. Yep, I am down to 1 force. So let's do that and do that. And Lando's down to 5 hull. Kylo's down to 1 force. Wait for it. I should only take 2 shields here. Oh, okay, I thought you had a lock on me. Nice. So set that into an evade. And get 1 back from hate. So stay on 1. I really like hate. I could, if I wanted to, spend another force point before I show you the dark side. Do I want to? No, I might need it next turn. Whilst the likelihood of getting a crit on 5 dice is high, I don't think... do I want to panic him? I do. I really do. No, I don't. Basically, if I could have had a good way for Kylo to get shots next turn, I would have done Panic Pilot, but I really don't have a good way for Kylo to get shots next turn. So, Tavson goes and puts... Oh, come on. That's... Yeah. That's a little bit less than statistically average. Ugh. Yeah, that's not ideal. Thanks for that, Chris. It happens. I mean, I did a big trade there onto the Falcon. I did okay. That was a really, really good positional play there. And it's given me a lot of options for next turn. I think I can kill Wedge here. Nah, I can play it dice both ways. Yeah, I think Kylo can kill Wedge. Wedge does hard 2. No, we can't quite get there. I play very mathematically, so I know what the averages on the dice should be. So when they're not as they should be, it frustrates me a little bit for both my dice and my opponent's dice. Like, I feel bad for my opponent if my dice are being hotter than average. I feel bad for me if my dice are being colder than average, etc., etc. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, I know what the stats should be, so therefore, yeah. Likelihood of that. Well, let's see what we got. Let's do a hard 2 and see where we end up. Now, Kylo gets a force point back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so they haven't fixed that. For some reason, Alt and I is still a talon roll 1, but it's also the force point up. So you'll need to have a look at that. Anyway, and I've got 10 minutes anyway, so if this was on table, I just, considering the amount of points I'm up here, I just run a little bit for time, reinforce with the shuttle, slowly kill him. But that's boring. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is continue to joust the Falcon with Kylo, because I can't see that going wrong in any way, shape or form. So I'm going to have some fun, because I'm killing this Falcon. I don't think he's going to see this coming. He might actually just crash into me because of it. Hey, well, Towson's going to get shots on that. I mean, the sensible move here is to turn Kylo left and then boost barrel roll and bot wedge, or get shots on wedge if he K-turns. But, nah, we don't want to do that. Why would we do that? Toot toot. Shuttle incoming. There we go. So, shuttle has a lovely field of fire. And Kylo says, oh, beautiful. Don't need no actions. Got me some force. Because that is how the force works. Bring it on. Yeah. But we're going. We don't need repositionals. We just need to end up right there. Oh, very nice. This is a no-rock game. We're not allowed. Just to give you an idea of how close those two moves were to the asteroid. There would have been a judge called for both of those, I think. Oh, it's lagged up on me. Damn it. Oh no, he did the boost. Oh, did he actually boosted? Huh. Okay. Fair enough, makes sense. Oh man, I should have turned left. Damn it. Ah well. Might actually have range. Yeah, he's gonna get. Oh, he's going backwards. No, you go forwards here. You shoot Kylo. Hey, see you, Nick. Enjoy your shift. Have a good evening. 8 minutes to go. I am happy that. Yeah. I can win this. Y-wing gets munched by Tavson. Because he's got to shoot Tavson here, he's not going to be in range of Kylo. Where? Oh. Yeah, he wants... He probably has to loot there. Likelihood is he's going to miss. So he's taking the evade, gives himself a... Wait, how do you get the boost down the evade? That's what Lando does. I forgot about this. Okay, so Tavson takes 3 shields and takes target lock on the Y-wing because that's what he does. Kylo gets to shoot things. Range 2, 3 dice. Oh, that's really frustrating. Okay. Okay. God damn it. Yeah, not bad. Like, if I'm not taking any damage back, that's absolutely fine. And I know Vassal is average, but sometimes it feels like it just counts up things. And why the tile lock and not the focus? If I didn't need, basically, I've been shot already. Oh wow. Okay, well that makes up for it. So this is a genuinely useful one to talk about, target lock versus focus, and this is why I'm saying I'm playing mathematically. The situations where a target lock is better or a focus is better, focus is going to be better in 2 cases. One, if you're not sure who you're shooting, so you have a average of 75% hits on your dice with a target lock or a focus. So target lock or focus should technically be the same percentage of hits. However, in this case, when you're not sure who you're shooting, better to take a focus so that you have the mod on whichever ship you want to shoot. Disadvantage, obviously, of the focus is that it disappears at the end of the round, so you don't get to keep it. The other way you take, the other reason you take a focus is if you are getting shot back. So if you don't need your focus for the attack, you have the opportunity to use it for defense as well. Or if you need it for defense first, you just spend it on defense, and then you take less damage and you're alive longer, so you get more opportunities to shoot. That's normally the way that people do things. The reason for the target lock there was that I didn't have anything more shooting me. If I blank out completely, then I can use a target lock on those dice. I have more chance of getting crits with a target lock, and if I naturally roll into 4 hits, then I can keep it for later. So that's why the target lock is better in general. Now, I have a few options here. Those options are... No problem. It's that's a really good one to ask, actually. Target lock versus focus possibilities. The general rule of thumb is if you're not sure, you focus. If you're not sure if you're going to get shot, take a focus anyway. If you have to go for the god shot, take a target lock because you can always do something. There's nothing worse than getting 4 blanks and re-rolling into 4 eyeballs, but there's a better chance of getting crits with a target lock, so it's slightly better in terms of offense. I feel like he's going to run away here, so I'm actually going to turn around and shoot Wedge. Wedge is doing one of 2 things. He's either coming up here or he's going down there. Regardless of which one he does, I am going to do my best to murder him in the face. Hard 3 put me properly out of position with Tavson, but could catch Wedge. Whereas a stop puts me in a better position unless Wedge goes down there. But it gives him less options for next turn. I'm going to stop because I think he's doing a 1 forwards, and I don't want Tavson getting shot by the Wookiee, by Lando, sorry. Because I think Kylo is enough to finish this job. The hard 3 really isn't gaining me much. It puts me right in front of Wedge. And it's more likely that he's going to go up this way than he is to come down here, so. Because he wants to chase Kylo. No, my opponent can't see my cursor movement. The only reason that you guys can see my cursor movement is because I've turned it on. Because I think it's quite useful for me to be able to gesture in different places on the stream. With your opponent, you can't see the cursor movement. If I was to move something, so even if I do this, so you guys can see that. However, yeah, you can see me doing that, but what you can't see, what he can't see is he can't see me doing that unless it actually moves something on the board. Sorry, I realised that I go first because there is no longer a Y-wing on the board. So, now the question here is, if I boost with a focus token, I don't think that's enough. So I'm going to boost and then I'm going to barrel roll. Because if I just did the boost, I don't think I'd have a good chance of getting arc. Whereas here, you can see that my arc runs down there, and I have a much better chance of shooting Wedge if he goes down that way. And I think Chewie's going to go 3 forwards. Sorry, Lando's going to go 3 forwards, and therefore probably still gets a shot on me there. But it's going to be really long range if it is anything. Yeah, so he gets a shot. I was hoping he'd do a 3 forwards instead of the 2, because he's put himself in a really annoying position there for next turn. Right. Where are you going, Vegetable? Where are you going? Yeah, he is. So Kylo's getting shot here, but it's going to be worth it as long as I kill Wedge. And as he's taking a focus here, likelihood is I can get a good kill. I have hate to give me force points back. So, and the likelihood is... no, because Wedge is shooting first. So, Wedge gets a shot. He's probably going to do crits here because he's been rolling pretty badly all game. Averages and all that. Or not. Wedge just can't roll dice. Yeah, that's fair. I deserve to take something. Yeah, Wedge is... The Y-wing has been MVP. Okay, so Kylo will shoot Wedge back. Same thing. Let's see what we can do. 3 dice. Let's put that into a hit. Hope he doesn't get 2 symbols. Yeah, we go. We got a Wedge. Now, it doesn't matter. It does not matter what happens. So this would be the last turn, which is the reason I turned around and went for Wedge. I was never going to shoot Lando here. If I get the kill on Wedge, I guarantee myself the win. And Wedge can only halve one of my ships, so as long as he didn't kill Kylo in 1 turn, then I get the win on the table. And to kill Kylo in 1 turn with 3 dice would have been incredibly unlucky. It would have needed a critical hit chain. So there we go, 1 more damage. So there we go, you got half on Kylo. Wedge has gone down. So Squaddy is dead, Wedge is dead, I've got 143. Tavson's on 3. Kylo's on 3, so he's got 70. And let's chase down a falcon. Yeah, in a real game, I would have killed Wedge a couple of turns earlier, because Tavson would have gone straight forwards. Kylo would have turned around the corner and just jousted Wedge when he talon rolled. Because again, it's the same win condition. Once I kill Wedge and a half health Lando, Kylo just plays keep away for the remainder of the game. He's expensive enough that he can just say, thank you very much, I'm never dying. He in fact promises to never die. He is basically Team America. How fast can this shuttle go? 3 forwards? 3 forwards, which is not green. So the shuttle's going to do a 2-bank, clear his stress, crash into Kylo. Kylo is going to slowly come around the rock. Oh, helps if you set the right dials for the right ship. And there we go. Nope, that is the wrong 2-bank. Donk. So for those of you wondering, if you just hit C, it will auto-resolve your ship's maneuver, which is really, really nice. You know what? I don't need to do anything there, so I just stay there and don't get shot. Just in case, don't risk it. Doesn't lose me much if I stress myself here. I can still hard tear around the corner. How many games did it take to get used to playing Vassal? It didn't take too many. It takes a while. I say that. I've had people that have got used to it in like 2 or 3 games. Once you learn the hotkeys, they're just good to go. I've had others that have never got used to it. They've never got down to the top-down view. Never got used to the top-down view. I find that after a few games on here, say probably about 5 or 6, you've got enough to get used to it. You've got a decent grasp. The main issue is the top-down view, and what I've found is I'm 6'1", so I find myself looking and just leaning over the table to look vertically down onto the table these days, just because I'm slightly more used to the viewpoint. So right here, we just trade. Tavson says, thank you very much. I will indeed do a lot of damage to you. I'm actually going to take a 1 forward and get a focus because he needs actions. Is there a beginner league? Absolutely. So the great thing about the Vassal League, which is just starting, is that when you start off in the Vassal League, you are in the Outer Rim and the Unknown Reaches, which is right at the outskirts of space and with all the new players. When you get into basically if you come in the top 3 or 4 of your group, you end up moving inwards in a group, and you end up playing the slightly more scary players. There's now 7 tiers, I believe. I'm in the second one of those. Couldn't quite make it into the top tier with Mr. Heaver this year. I was very, very close. I got pinged out an MOV in my last round. Very frustrating. But yeah, so if you've seen him on here, Higo as well, as he's in the second tier from the top, and you've got some very, very scary players once you get up to that level. But yeah, for the starting rounds, apart from someone who is just what are we gonna do? I think we're gonna stay there with now we're gonna boost. I think if we focus and boost, unless he's been IQ 2000 and done the hard 2, in which case he goes straight into my shuttle, then I think that's okay. Because he's stressed. I think he just goes, yeah, there he goes. Bye, Lando. Let me shoot you. Yeah, check out xwingvassal.info. There's a load of information there on the league and how to join and everything else. If you want to, you can also look at previous seasons. So yeah, you've got Deep Core, Core Worlds, Inner Rim, Outer Rim, Unknown Reaches. So you start off on the Unknown Reaches and you work your way forward season by season. The top few players get promoted. Alright, bring it on. So Luke activates, flips his thing. Yeah, Tabson should have gone faster here. I'm enjoying this. Right, 4 dice. We spend our focus because we have force points for defense. And pew pew pew. 2 more hull. Yeah, I should have gone faster with Tavson. Ah well. Yeah, do it. I mean, it's really easy to do. It runs over about 3 months, so you got 3 months to play something like 8 games. Oh boy, that hurts. That hurts a lot. I hope he doesn't just one-shot Kylo here, which is totally legit. Ooh, he lives on 1. Yeah, in a real game, Kylo would never be here. You can see how much damage he takes once he gets up close and personal to a Luke. This is when Luke is great. If he's in the mix, then he just goes, I don't care if you out-dodge me. I will just shoot you in the face. But he can't do much when he's getting chunked out by this much firepower. Right. We know where he's going. This is game over now. I really appreciate Shadow playing this one out. He could have just said, you know what, we're done after the first engagement. He's pulled this back really nicely. The Y-Wing was an absolute hero. And yeah, I've been suitably impressed with the Falcon. The Falcon's done well. It's always a pain. I just feel like he could have got a bit more out of Wedge. The Y-Wing was the hero of this game. Oh, I could dark side him here. That's true. So yeah, I forgot the fact that this was one of the few opportunities that I could have actually done. I'll show you the dark side in a really angsty teen voice, and because I would have just regened it, but I missed it, so that one's on me. You know what? I could do something, but I'm gonna target lock him instead. Oh wait, I actually did that in the wrong order because I'm gonna crash. So that's important, and then that's important, and then we target lock, and then we're set. We roll a dice for the asteroid, which is fine. Yeah, we're not messing around here. Kylo's killing Lando. As you can tell, my concentration has wavered slightly, but see, yeah, and the shuttle is stressed. So yeah, for those of you that are wondering, as long as Cormac is around, I'm gonna let the bunnies out to have a run around, and then we'll do another stream. I might go a bit. I might just stream a bit later actually, because my girlfriend's gonna be back soon, and yeah, it'd be nice to see her before I go to bed, and then if Cormac's around, stream at about 10:30ish. Catch the American crowd. Hello, Lando. Yeah, Kylo's going full aggressive here. He's going to trade his life for Lando because he's got 2 force points to spend. So, oh, coward! Stay in range 1 where I can shoot you. Boo. Tabson actually lost a charge as well, so I should probably do that on there. Craft status charge. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Decrease charge value. Seize. Cool. Pew, pew, pew. Right. 3 dice. Reroll the 1. Nope, don't cancel it. Reroll it. Into a focus. Which we spend because Kylo don't care. Oh, I chuck them straight onto Twitch. You can see on my videos on Twitch or on YouTube. Hey, I live in the UK. I'm in Europe too. I just don't sleep. He's got an evade. He's got an evade. Spend it. Yeah, I put all of these onto YouTube and onto Twitch for you to watch later for your viewing pleasure. Oh no. We just let's not mention the B word on this stream. Come on, let's keep it clean for the kids. I'm super sad. The amount of European X-Wing I go to, I'm gonna have to pay visas. It's gonna be awful. I mean that's 2 weapons failures in one game. I feel like that's a bit unfair. Oh man. Right. Angry shuttle to finish the job. That's the Badger. Oh. That was a really good game, actually. That was a really good game. He did mess up the first engagement, but not by much. I don't think he even messed up the positioning of the first engagement. He just didn't see that there were the options there. So I hope he watches this back and hears my talking through it. But yeah. So this is all going to be uploaded to twitch.tv/Ollie186. Obviously you guys know that that's there. It's also going to be uploaded to my YouTube channel. Just search Ollie186 or 186 stream into YouTube. You'll find it. And we should be on in a little bit with someone else. I'm just checking what Cormac said. Let's go to there. Yeah, it would be good. Right, I'm just gonna get the bunnies out, let them have a run. Hopefully Kate will be back soon. I can say goodnight, and I'll go from there. In the meantime, I will have a chat with you guys just before I do. If you're interested, there is a new thing out with not the Resistance, the Rebellion. So I'm just going to stop recording, but the stream will still be running. So